Hello and welcome. I'm Lucy Newport from Cultivate, and this class is for those days where you've been sat down a lot and your lower back is really feeling it. So you've got some nice movement to help ease away any achiness. We're also going to be working on gently building that strength and support in your lower back. Now, if you can, bring along either a blanket or a towel. You fold it a few times, you've got a nice little bit of support like this. But if you can't do that today, don't worry about it. It's not essential. Lovely. We will get started. Okay, before we get into some nice movements, let's just take a moment to settle in here. So coming to sit on your mat, whether that's cross-legged or kneeling, either's perfect. Find a nice tall spine, shoulders soft down your back. And close your eyes if that's comfortable. And you're going to bring one hand onto your lower belly, one hand onto the center of your chest. Taking a few slow, full breaths here. Feeling your chest and belly rise as you inhale. Feel everything soften and fall as you exhale. Lovely. Just one more breath like this. Good. You can let your eyes open back up. Hands come down. We're going to crawl on up to a tabletop position. So here you're going to bring your hands roughly underneath your shoulders with your fingers spread nice and wide, and your knees roughly underneath your hips with your toes pointing back. Good. Now finding this length through your spine against the top of your head is reaching forward. It's going to bump the hips over to the right, head comes around to the left. Inhaling back through center, hips to the left, head comes to the right. And one more time each side, nice and slowly. Good, and back through center, maybe just adjusting the place of your hands and your knees. Finding this long spine again, and on your next inhale, from your pelvis, you're going to tilt it forward, opening up through your chest, looking up. And as you exhale from your pelvis again, rounding through your spine, through your chest, chin comes in. Good. Now again, inhaling, rolling through your back, belly drops, chest open. Exhaling, rolling back through your spine. And do this a couple more times, just moving with your own breath. Notice any parts in your spine that feel particularly stuck or aren't moving as freely as other parts. And just focus on bringing a little, tiny bit more movement to these areas. Good. Just one more. And coming back to this neutral position, to this tabletop position, you're going to bring your hips to the right a little. Then tilting your pelvis forward through this cow pose that we're just in. Hips come over to the left. Then rounding through your back as your hips come down. So we're drawing circles now with the hips. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, just feeling some nice movement through your lower back. Good. Coming through center and sending your hips over to the left. They come up as your belly drops over to the right and rounding through center. Good. A couple more. Slow circles like this, just freeing up the lower back. Lovely, good. Back through center. We're going to come onto our backs now, and this is the part that you need your folded towel or blanket for if you've got one. So just bring it about halfway down your mat and coming onto your bum. You're going to bring your hips onto your blanket or towel and lower yourself down onto the floor. Just adjusting the position of your support here so that you feel your hips and your very lower backs, your sacrum here supported. Feet are on the floor to begin with, just getting comfortable here. And then bring one knee followed by the other into your chest. Good. If you feel like you're rolling off your blanket a little here, then feet come back down. Just bring it up a little bit higher. Wonderful. So knees coming into your chest. Bring your hands one onto each knee. Feel this nice rounding through your lower back. Couple of breaths here. Good. The next inhale, keeping hold of your knees, let them draw away from your body. Feeling your lower back arching a little more here. And then as you inhale, knees come back in. 2 more times like this. So drawing the knees away from you. Little lift through your lower back. Exhaling, knees come in, rounding through your spine. Good. And one more like this. And coming in. Lovely. And let one foot followed by the other come down to the floor. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Knees to touch together. Hands just resting on your belly. Couple of slow breaths here. Lovely, very good. You're going to walk your feet hip width apart and bring those knees back into your chest. Now your legs are together. You're going to bring your hands onto your lower ribs now. Your elbows coming away from your body, so like a little bit of support for you here. And just gently drop both knees over to the left, not coming all the way down. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling, knees over to the left, to the right. Good. Inhaling through center. And keep this going. Nice and easy. Just gently building a little strength here. It really doesn't need to be big movements. Good. A couple more times. And coming back to center. Wrap your hands around your knees, gently squeezing them into your body. Feeling this rounding again. And you can stay up on your blanket if this is feeling good for you. Or you can lower your legs down. Lift your hips up and just bring it to one side. It's up to you. So coming back to your knees into your chest. And hands on your knees. We're going to draw a figure 8, a sideways figure 8, or like the infinity sign with your knees. So your legs are staying together. Again, this is a small movement. Just again, gently strengthening your lower back. Keep it going. Next time you come through center, reversing the direction of your sideways figure eight or infinity sign. Good, let's draw one more. Really feeling this contact for your lower back on your towel or blanket. Last little gentle squeeze in of those legs. And that one foot come to the floor, followed by the other. And pressing into your feet, lift your hips and take away that little support now. Let your hips come down. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Hands resting on your belly. Knees coming together. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And as you inhale, imagine that your breath is traveling all the way down your spine, down to your lower back. And as you exhale, travels back up your spine, taking away any tension. Lovely, a few breaths like this. Good, last breath here, really enjoying this one. Good, and roll over onto one side, using your hands to help you. Come back up to either cross-legged or kneeling. And just finishing up with your hands resting on your knees or thighs. Eyes closed. Just noticing how you feel right now, how your lower back feels. And in your own time, opening your eyes. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this little practice and that you're feeling a bit less achy and a little more freer in your lower back. If you are interested in building up this strength, then I recommend doing this practice a couple of times a week. See how you get on. Let me know. And if you enjoyed this class and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also recommend this class to anyone you think will benefit from it or enjoy it as well. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.